Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Breckenridge County High School, the 2021 Senior Awards Night. It is a pleasure and an absolute honor to provide opening remarks for such a special group, the class of 2021. 4 years ago, I'm sure this group heard many words of wisdom as they prepared for the next 4 years of their lives. You probably heard, enjoy it, it'll fly by. Your sophomore year is the hardest. Join this, join that. Do this, do that. And my personal favorite, it's the best 4 years of your life. I know it's easy to chuckle or scoff a little bit at that last comment, considering the year you just had to endure. But that makes tonight even more special, in my opinion, because we're celebrating a champion moment. We're celebrating a group of students that showed resilience and remained committed to their academics during arguably the toughest year of your educational career. So with no further ado, let me start tonight's festivities with our introductions. First, our guest of honor, the members of the class of 2021 receiving scholarships and awards tonight. Dr. Nick Carter, Superintendent of Breckenridge County Schools. Ms. Jamie Knuckle, Assistant Superintendent of Breckenridge County Schools. Mr. Jonathan Bennett, Assistant Principal of Breckenridge County High School. Mr. Stace McElfresh, Assistant Principal at Breckenridge County High School. Ms. Sarah Butler, Guidance Counselor at Breckenridge County High School. Ms. Chandra Dowell, Guidance Counselor at Breckenridge County High School. Ms. Jamie Anthony, Curriculum Specialist at Breckenridge County High School. Mr. Chris Morgan, the College and Career Coach at Breckenridge County High School. Breckenridge County High School teachers. Wonderful parents of the class of 2021. And our very generous presenters for tonight. Enjoy tonight. I'll now turn it over to Ms. Chandra Dowell. Congratulations to these amazing students.
Okay, the first presentations tonight will be of the local scholarship. So when you hear your name, you're going to come over here and stand in front of the backdrop and receive your certificate and have a picture made, okay? Or opportunity for pictures. The first scholarship tonight being presented is from the Breckenridge County Education Association, and there are two recipients tonight. The first is Cameron Shaw. Okay, the second recipient is Justin Winarski. The next scholarship being presented is, there are two of these also, the Believe in You Scholarship. The first recipient is Shelby Tibbett. And the second recipient is Jade Stinnett. The next scholarship is being presented by Ben Johnson Elementary PTO, and the recipient of that is Miss Emily Thompson. next scholarship is the Bill Basham Junior Memorial, and the recipient is Miss Hallie Hinton. The next two scholarships are from the Breckenridge County 4-H Council. The first is the 4-H Council. The recipient is Mr. David Brown. And the next scholarship from 4-H is the Breckenridge County 4-H Troy Duffin Memorial, and the recipient is Mr. K. Duffin. The next scholarship tonight is from the Breckenridge County Antique Tractor and Engine Club, and the recipient is Mr. Andrew Tate. The next scholarship is from the Breckenridge County Cattlemen's Association, and Mr. K. Duffin is the recipient. Our next scholarship is from the Breckenridge County Chamber of Commerce, and the recipient is Miss Julia Merritt. There are 4 scholarships being presented by the Breckenridge County Farm Bureau, and the first one of those recipients is Andrew Tate. Our second recipient is Miss Hallie Hinton. The next recipient is Miss Emily Carwall. And the final recipient is Mr. David Brown. Okay, the next set of scholarships is from the Breckenridge County FFA. Our first recipient is Madison Jeffries. The next recipient is Callie Drain. The next one is Miss Hallie Hinton. And the final recipient is Miss Susan Shalosky. Our next scholarship is from the Breckenridge County Homemakers, and the recipient is Mr. Jacob Schumacher. Our next set of scholarships are presented by the Breckenridge County Masonic Lodge, Lodge number 67. And our first recipient is Julia Mary. Our next recipient is Miss Emily Thompson. And our the other two recipients, I don't think are here tonight, Miss Brianna Tall and Miss Cassidy McDaniel. The Breckenridge County Men's Christian Fellowship Association is giving 2 scholarships tonight. The first one goes to Mr. Andrew Tate. And the second recipient of that scholarship is Mr. Cason Morris. The next scholarship is presented by the Breckenridge Health Foundation, and the recipient of that scholarship is Mr. Lincoln Smith. That sounds wonderful. It's going to feel wonderful too. The Sicilian Bank is presenting 2 scholarships tonight. The first one goes to Mr. Eric Carr. The second recipient of the Sicilian Bank Scholarship is Lynn Singh. The next scholarship is the Sierra Clark Memorial Award. And then the recipient of that scholarship is Madison Driscoll. The next scholarship tonight is from the Custer Elementary PTO, and that scholarship is going to Ms. Jade Stennett. The next scholarship this evening is the Delano Harnett Memorial Scholarship, and the recipient of that is Ms. Rhea Patel. Our next scholarship is from the First State Bank, and the recipient is Mr. Justin Lenarski. The Franklin and Helen Atkinson Memorial Scholarship is being awarded to Susan Shalosky, but she is not here tonight, so congratulations to her though. The next scholarship is the Gilly Best Memorial Scholarship from the Friends of Rough River, and the recipient is Miss Sydney Jolly. Dean Memorial Scholarship is going to Miss Shelby Tibbett. Hardinsburg Elementary PTO is giving 2 scholarships. The first one is to Miss Madison Jeffries. And the second one is Mr. Lynn Zane. The Hardinsburg Rotary Club is also giving 2 scholarships tonight. The first recipient is Miss Shelby Tibbett. And the second is Mr. Jacob Schumacher. The Harnett United Methodist Church is presenting a scholarship to Miss Jillian Howell, that Jillian couldn't be here tonight. The next scholarship is from the Irvington Elementary PTO, and that scholarship goes to Justin Lenarski. The next scholarship is the Jennifer Bowman Memorial, and that is being given to Aaliyah Mecker. But Aaliyah could not be here tonight. And the next scholarship is the Jeremy Purcell Memorial, and that goes to Mr. Kay Hoopin. There are 2 recipients of the Kaylin Whitworth Memorial Scholarship. The first is Miss Cassidy McDaniel. And the second is Aaliyah Mecker. The next scholarship is the Kathy Taylor Love of Music Scholarship, and that goes to Mr. David Brown. The next 2 scholarships are from the Knights of Columbus. The first recipient is Miss Shelby Walls. And the next recipient is Miss Shelby Tibbett. The next scholarship is being presented by Craft Corps Federal Credit Union, and the recipient is Mr. Payson Morris. Our next scholarship is from Marin Autism Interventions, and the recipient is Miss Shelby Tibbett. The next scholarship tonight is the O.J. Allen Scholarship, and the recipient of that is Mr. Lin Zhang. Our next scholarship is the Ricky C. Board Memorial, and the recipient is Mr. K. Bigman. The next scholarship is from Roe Burke Veterinary, and the recipient is Ms. Rhea Patel. There are two recipients of the Sarah Hall Memorial. The first is Mr. Eric Carr. And the second is Austin Medley, but he was not able to be here tonight. The next scholarship being given is from Shelter Insurance Foundation, and the recipient is Ms. Rhea Patel. Our next scholarship is from the St. Romuald Altar Society, and that scholarship goes to Mr. Andrew Tate. The next scholarship being given is the St. Romuald PTO, and the recipient of that scholarship is Ms. Carrie Glasscock. There are two recipients of the Tom Macy Memorial Scholarship. The first is Ms. Sydney Jolly. And the second is Mr. Cameron Shaw. The final local scholarship tonight is the Wilson Wall Scholarship, and it has two recipients. The first is Ms. Hallie Hinton. And the second is Ms. Rhea Patel. There are two other scholarships we are recognizing tonight and presenting. The first, the Ray of Sunshine, is being given to Mr. Jacob Schumacher. And our other scholarship is the Believe in You Principals Award. There are two recipients of this. The first one is Ms. Shelby Tibbett. And the second is Mr. Cameron Shaw. Good evening. We are now going to move into the presentation of college scholarships this evening. At first, attending Gresham University, she could not be here tonight, but Miss Brooklyn Seeley has been awarded the Trustee Scholarship from Gresham University. From Butler Community College, Mr. Cade Dupin has been awarded the Presidential Scholarship. From Campbellsville University, Mr. Jared Gordon is receiving an academic scholarship. From Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, we have 3 different students receiving scholarships. The first, Miss Paige Drain. She will be receiving the KCTCS Commonwealth Scholarship. Miss Claudia Tapp. She is receiving the Kentucky Retired Teachers Association Scholarship. And the third recipient is Mr. Camden Ullery, and he is receiving the Kentucky Welding Institute Scholarship. Next, from Georgetown College, Mr. Andrew Hardy is receiving an athletic baseball scholarship. Next, from Kentucky Wesleyan University, Mr. Justin Winarski is receiving the James Graham Brown Scholarship. Up next, we have Murray State University, and Dr. R is in the house with us this evening. First, we have Mr. Michael Sandlin receiving the Dean Scholarship. And then we have Mr. Jake Schumacher, who is receiving the University Scholarship. There's more. The Hope, Endeavor, and Achievement Scholarship and the Racers Give Scholarship. Next, from Northeastern University, Mr. Win Zing is receiving the Northeastern Honor Scholarship. Our next 2 students will be attending Owensboro Community and Technical College. The first student, Mr. Terrence McCoy, will be receiving a Help Work Scholarship. And Ms. Shelby Walls will be receiving the Morton Holbrook Scholarship. Up next, he's not here this evening, but Mr. Austin Medley will be receiving an athletic scholarship from Sterling College in Kansas. Our next student will be attending the University of Evansville, Mr. Lincoln Smith. He's representing in his face mask tonight. And he will be receiving the Presidential Scholarship, the Honors Program Scholarship, and the UE Housing Scholarship. Our next student will be attending the University of Kentucky, Mr. Christian Duke. Christian will be receiving the Cecil C. Carpenter Scholarship, the Glenn and Roseanne Clark Scholarship, and the Provost Scholarship. Our next student will also be attending the University of Kentucky, and she is receiving the Gates Scholarship, Ms. Rhea Patel. Our next three students will be attending the University of Louisville in the fall. Our first student, Ms. Avery Albach, will be receiving the Trustee Scholarship. Ms. Kristen Douglas will be receiving the Woodford R. Porter Scholarship. And Ms. Cassidy McDaniel will be receiving the Trustee Scholarship. Up next, attending Western Kentucky University in the fall, Mr. Eric Barr will be going on an academic scholarship. Also attending WKU in the fall, Miss Sydney Jolly. She will be receiving the Academic Merit Scholarship, the Governor's Scholar Scholarship. Sorry, I was going to keep reading the wrong line, I'm sorry. Our next student attending WKU in the fall, Mr. Cameron Shaw. And Cameron is a Cherry Presidential Scholarship finalist, and he is also receiving the Governor's Scholar Scholarship. Also receiving grants and scholarships from WKU is Haley Jade Stinnett. And our last student attending WKU in the fall, receiving grants and scholarships, Mr. Russell Wade. Now we will be presenting departmental and other awards. For our agriculture department, we have 4 recipients, and I'm going to call you all at one time. Miss Madison Jeffries, Miss Callie Drain, Miss Hallie Hinton, and Miss Susan Shalosky. Our next departmental award is for our broadcasting award, and that's going to go to Mr. Lincoln Smith. Our English departmental award this year goes to Mr. Cameron Shaw. Our Family and Consumer Science Departmental Award this year goes to Haley Jade Stinnett. Our Math Departmental Awards, they didn't want to pick one, they picked 2. Mr. Lincoln Smith and Ms. Rhea Patel. She's coming.
And stay up there because both of you also received the Science Departmental Award. Science Department, did you know that? You did? Okay. For our Social Studies Department, this year's award winner is Mr. Jacob Schumacher. Our Spanish award this year, she could not be here tonight, but it goes to Miss Brooklyn Seeley. This year's Outstanding Marketing Student goes to Mr. Chase Graham. This year's Outstanding DECA Participant, Mr. Dante Johnson. This year's Outstanding E-Commerce Student, Mr. Kaysen Morris. And this year's Outstanding Tiger Paw Publishing member, Miss Julia Marin. This next part is my favorite part. And parents, I hope this is your favorite part too. It's whenever we announce how much money this class has earned. And this is a relatively small class too, so that's something to keep in mind. But the total amount for just college scholarships is $1,439,516. From our local scholarships here in Breckenridge County, this is also an awesome number, $59,200. And then to prove how hard they work, their Keys money, they are estimated to earn $232,173. That makes their grand total $1,730,889. Congratulations, class of 2021. We have individually wrapped, COVID-proof snacks. We normally do desserts and stuff, but it was a little tricky, but we still worked it in. So we have cupcakes and we have cookies for you all to enjoy, okay? Congratulations again. Thanks you all.